Hi, I'm Sandra Oberlies. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment in our mini 3D printer project. Today we will be working on the step to download and configure Marlin, our firmware. I've got all of the steps on here in Google Classroom assignment. I have attached a shared folder that has all of our files in there, so you'll be able to see everything that we need for this project. There is a version of the Arduino IDE software for 64-bit and the Arduino Create agent if you're going to be using the web version. Down here towards the bottom, we have a copy of the printed parts list, as well as the entire project for the website. I've got the Marlin configuration file that we will be using to configure all of the settings. So to begin, I will go to the parts list, and in this document you will see towards the bottom I have included links to the entire Thingiverse project so you can get to all of the files. 57s is the one who created the Instructables project, and he has done some customizations to some of the files. So that link is there as well. Now the Instructables link for the project that we are using is right here. So you've got that. I've got it open here. You've got a printed version of this in PDF form in that shared folder that you can access anytime that you want. Okay, so from the printed list, we're going to click on the project, which is here, and it tells us to download and upload Marlin. Clicking the first link, Marlin Basics, to install. And from here, we open up this web page, and this is where we're going to get the software. All right, we're going to choose the Download 2.0.x current release. On your computer, it will download directly to the Downloads folder. So I will be choosing that folder for my download. Okay. From there, you're going to have the little notification in the bottom corner. You're going to click the arrow so that we can show in folder. And that opens up the downloads folder so that we can see it. Now, if you are working from home on a Chromebook, you will use a different software. So instead of extracting it and doing this step, you will skip this step, and I will show you what to do next. But for those of you in the classroom, we're going to right-click on Marlin 2.0.x, and you're going to extract all. And rather than putting it in the downloads folder, we're going to say browse and select our documents folder. Select that folder, and then you will click extract. Wait a few moments for it to finish that task. Okay, once it finishes that task, it will automatically launch the Documents folder, and down towards the bottom, we will see the Marlin 2.0.x folder. But let's go back to the web version here. Okay, so we've done this download current release, and then we're going to have to configure it. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to configure it with the Arduino IDE software program. So I'm going to show you where that is. So if I click here, it opens up a new tab, Installing Marlin Arduino, and that can be found on this link right here. Right, so here we've got the Arduino editor. There is an online version. For those of you working on a Chromebook, you can go ahead and click this online version. You must have your own account in order to access this. If I learn more, it lets me know about this, and I can actually install the agent and get this software right here if I need that. If you're working from a Chromebook, I don't know if you can install this from there, but it would give you an option if you could. I'm going to say okay to that, and then just leave it from there. Now, if you're using the web version, you're going to click this import button. Instead of extracting that, you're going to import the zip file. For the rest of us, we're going to go to not this Arduino 1.8.19. Instead, we need to go down to, and notice it talks about to program Arduino from a Chromebook, you can use the Arduino web editor. This is what I just clicked on from that top link. If you're using it from a Chromebook, you've got to use the web editor because this particular software is not available for a Chromebook. You will not be able to connect to the board unless you have the Create agent. For the rest of us, we're going to come down to this area, future versions of the Arduino IDE, and we'll pick whatever software version that you need for your computer at home. The ones in the classroom are already installed, but if you're working from home or you want to configure a printer later, this is the version that you're going to use, is the 2.0 RC. We've gone all the way to step 5. We're now going to open the Arduino IDE software, or if you're working from home on a Chromebook, you will open the web version. Hit the Start menu. You're going to scroll down, come down to Arduino IDE. It should have a turquoise square with an infinity symbol in the middle. Okay, once the software launches, you will have a blank sketch. The first thing we need to do is open up our sketch. So we're going to click File and Open. And then we will navigate to our Documents folder and go down to the Marlin 2.0X and then the Marlin folder inside there. And you'll see a marlin.ino file. You're going to click that and select Open. And this opens up our project. If you are working on the web version, you're going to click the Import. You're going to go to the Downloads folder where we saved the Marlin 2.0.x zip. And you're going to open that, and it will import all of the same documents. Okay, so once you've got this software open, notice there's multiple tabs. Marlin INO, which we just opened, but it also opened Configuration H, Configuration Advanced H, and Version.h. If you're watching this another year or watching this later, you're going to use this video and my notes as a guide to find which settings you're going to update and how to do it, but your line numbers are going to be possibly in a significantly different spot because your version will be different. We're on our configuration file. You might need to scroll back up to the top of the page. And the first thing we're going to do, and if I come over here to the Google Classroom, and now we need to get our libraries. So we've got 2 different libraries we need to get, the Boards Manager and the library for our display. So we're going to first click on, this is our sketchbook. We're going to click on the second, which is our Boards Manager. And we're going to search for Arduino AVR. And you will see this. Now on mine, it's already installed. And this includes a whole bunch of different kinds of boards. If yours does not say installed here, go ahead and do so right now. Next, we're going to click on Library. And you're going to search for U8GLIB. Now there's multiples in here, all right? This one here, U8G2, is not the one we need. We're going to scroll down. U8GLIB by Oliver. This is the one we want. You're going to, if it does not say installed, you're going to install it right here. This one down here is to install older versions. We're not going to do that. We're going to do whatever the latest version is that's up here. So after you've installed both of those, we're ready for the next step. And in the upper bar, we're going to select our board. We can configure it without it being connected, but we need to actually select it. So this is step 9. And up here in the drop down, you're going to click Select Other Board, and you're going to scroll down until you find the Arduino Mega or Mega 2560. Now, if you have the board connected to your USB, when you collect here, you will see extra ports, and I can click Show All Ports, but it's not going to show them to me because my board is not connected. Now, when we're getting ready to actually install the firmware on the boards themselves, we will connect it to our USB port, and we will have a COM port listed there. In the meantime, we're just going to configure the software. So we're going to say OK and leave it. And I've got a red X here because it means my board is not connected. I will have a green check mark when my board is connected. So after we've done that and selected our board, we are ready to go to step 10, and we're going to start configuring all of our settings. We're going to be using this Marlin configuration for 3D printer project, and I've listed it as a resource in Google Classroom, so you've got a copy of that as well. And when you're ready to start configuring it, we're going to start with the configuration H, and I will pick that up on the next video. You can actually use this as a guide for all of the different settings. You can use this document for configuration H, and again down at the very bottom I have configuration advanced H, so there's settings for each of those. So have a great day.